here today with Coach Yunie. I'm very excited for you all to meet Coach Yunie. She and I have been in the same circles for around about 2 or 3 years, I think. So I'm very excited to read you her bio so that you can find out a little bit more about her. Here we go. Coach Yunie is the founder of Higher and Beyond Life Coaching. She is a dynamic MC, host, speaker, and life motivational coach, dedicated to guiding individuals and groups towards personal growth and healthy habits. Hailing from Bali, Indonesia, she is recognized as a Master Practitioner of NLP, a trainer and team builder, bringing her expertise to empower others. Through her engaging YouTube channel, Coach Yunie shares insights from various coaches, providing valuable resources for those seeking personal development and motivational coaching. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, hi, Coach Yunie. Wonderful to have
Hello.
you here. Hi.
Oh, thank you for the introduction. It's amazing.
How are you today, Coach Yunie?
I'm so excited.
Yes, yes, why are you
Yeah,
excited?
I'm so excited because I meet you and I'm gonna share something that I know a little bit to the world, so
Yes.
we can learn with each
Yes,
other.
yes, yes. And you have so much value. I've seen what you've been putting out there on YouTube and on LinkedIn, and you have so much value to share with people. And I've seen you doing your speaking engagements. Can you tell me, Uni, what is it that inspires your coaching and speaking business?
Well, thank you, Caroline, for having me. Something that really inspired me is because I come from very little circle with a very fixed mindset, and i'm I was craving to get out from that comfort zone, you
Hmm.
know and because of that, I don't want to be in that situation at the moment. When I
Hmm.
was a kid, and I knew at that time I really needed to change, and I
Hmm.
want to inspire others too, so we're not always in the fixed mindset that think that we cannot do that, we cannot grow, we're just going to be like this. For example, if they are poor, they thought they're going to be always poor for the rest of their life.
Right.
So this is something that I learned also from you about sales and marketing. To inspire others is actually we have to show up to the world, because
Hmm.
everybody is unique,
Hmm.
everybody is different. And
Hmm.
then the moment you change your fixed mindset into the growth mindset, so we can change ourselves, we can change the world, how
Hmm.
to see the world. So that was the thing that really inspired me to move out from my comfort zone.
Mm, mm. You didn't want more of what you already had, right?
No, because it did not serve me to be, I would say, the person I wanted to be,
Right.
because in that circle were the circle that the person who doesn't want to know the world is not just in that place. I know the world is quite small, for some people say that, but if you can go out from that place, the world is big, the world is huge, so you can learn from one from another.
Right, right, right. Yeah. And you were saying it's about getting out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there, like showing up, right? Like showing
Hmm.
up, showing yourself. But that also takes a certain amount of recognizing your worth and your value and your knowledge, right?
Absolutely, yeah. This is also that I was looking for. I questioned myself a lot. What
Mm,
do I need to do to get out from this comfort zone? At that time, I did not know that, well, everything it has to be about money. But yes, indeed, it doesn't mean that money is not important. But for first of all, change the mindset first. Okay, if I want to go out from this comfort zone, what do I need to do? I
Mm.
learn. I learn.
Mm.
I read the book. I learned from many people at that
Mm.
time. Um, how am I gonna go there? I question myself, right, Uni? Okay, yes, I don't want to be this person because it doesn't serve me at this time. So how am I gonna go out with that
Mm.
courage and the knowledge that I've learned from many people? Because at that time, I like talking to people because when we talk to people, we have a connection with people. We have um, communication with other people. We learn from that people too,
Yeah.
and this is what I uh, recognized at that time. And then I went out from the small village to the small city, into another city, and
Mm.
then another city, big country, and this kind of thing. And then it changed my whole life. So
Mm.
it come from the recognize first.
So are you saying that moving city, moving country helped you to take steps towards your higher self?
Yes, this is also one thing that helped me move forward, because I meet not only the people in my circle, but people from different culture, um, different value, and then I learned from them, from the one culture into different culture, especially Indonesia, my culture. We have a lot of cultural. We are a country with a huge cultural system, and from there I learn, and then when I move into another country too, I learn from the different culture again. So
Yeah.
yeah, it made me to be who I am now. And it's like, it's a long story, and it would be great if I can actually write that story into a book. You know what I mean? And I've launched one book, the Anthology book, once with many coaches from Indonesia too, and yeah,
Yeah.
and with you too, I'm working that.
I didn't know you had an anthology.
I
Ooh.
did, yeah.
Tell me about this anthology.
Oh, this book is about the transformation, my transformation from the employee into a business owner and
Mm.
entrepreneur.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I have the experience as a sales and working as employee for about, I can tell, 15 years
Yeah.
as a sales in the fashion company and retail.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the moment I getting, older, I can tell growing, and I have responsibility, I have kid and stuff like that. It is not easy to actually have 9 to 5 job,
Right.
especially you are as a woman, right? And as a single mother too, I have to take care of everything myself alone. So
Mm.
because of that, I thought about, no, I have to change. This is another transition, another transformation from the employee to the business owner, and then into life coaching, because I was there. you know People need help, especially as uh, a woman, as a person who came from very small village and poor. I have to think about how am I going to help others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I transform, from the employee into the entrepreneur and business owner.
Yeah. Yeah. When did that happen, that change?
Oh, it's a good question actually. That change, um, it's about 5 years ago, but I didn't have the courage to again, step out from my comfort zone, because I
Yeah.
thought, how am I going to start my business? Don't have the I don't have the experience as a coach. I don't have the experience as a business owner. And I thought, like, I don't think I can do this.
Hmm.
And then the pandemic came out, and it kind of like, oh, people are working at home, and there's many things that happen right at the time. And I'm just like, no way, I have to start now. So 3 years ago, finally, I started my journey as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because you have been like your journey 5 years ago is quite similar to, has some similarities to my Unleashed best-selling book, Unleashing
Ah.
from the 9 to 5 and becoming an entrepreneur, except I'm doing it over the age of 40. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize we had that similarity.
Oh, what
Interesting.
a coincidence.
So
Yeah.
I'm still curious about your anthology. How did that work? How did you get the ladies together and how did you get it published?
Um, the good one, it was because I have a community that was entrepreneur community for Indonesian community, especially women, that I joined a few years ago. And
Mm,
this person invited me and offered me, hey, I have this project. Is it possible? We, as a coach, as an entrepreneur, we we have some kind of value to share to the world, to inspire others too. And because of that, because we are community, we talk to other people, we talk to women, another community and community, and then we gathered together, and finally the book launched. That was like 13 women. We
right.
collaborate. Yeah, we talk about business, and we talk about life journey, and coaching, and the challenge and stuff like that in that book. So that
Yeah.
was inspiring for
And
myself.
how long did that project take?
It was, wow. Because a lot of people together in Anthology. For
Yeah.
myself personally, it was only 3 months.
Okay. 3 months.
We need people together, and then all of a sudden, I think it was one year to complete it, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you publish the book?
We publish with it's just like a manual book, from the, I don't know how to call that. So we publish it not online. We publish it with people to people, and only our community. It's what it's
Oh,
quite
okay.
small
So
circle. Yeah.
you published it in a, so but did you self-publish?
No, I did. I'm not. I was only part of that. Part of it.
Okay. But I
Um,
mean, did you go through a publishing house to publish the book?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
Public
you did.
publishing house. Yeah, it's
Oh,
my mentor. My mentor.
okay.
We have a
Okay.
mentor there. That
Yeah.
she was the one who published that,
Yeah.
and we are part of it, of the anthology book.
Oh, I see. I see. So it's a softback or a hardback?
I can't. Yeah. Where's the book? Mm, I think I give my book to other. That was my last book though. So
Okay.
it's a manual book that I we publish.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that there were any difficulties with that process, with the anthology process?
Not really. The difficulty was only because people are not on time.
Mm,
Uh, writing the book, so we
right.
have to wait another
Right.
one.
Yeah.
To publish that. That
Yeah.
was not really.
Okay. Okay, got it.
That is why I'm quite interested in the, unleash, best-selling author on Amazon. This is something that I'm kind of like, oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
So, when it comes to your coaching business, your coaching and speaking business, what challenges have you been facing in your coaching and speaking business?
Hmm. The good. This is not a good question. Thank you so much. So the challenge is, I personally, I'm going to tell you the truth here that, the challenge is, it's not that easy, when you are, especially, starting your business as a coach or as an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
the client, right? This is about marketing again, sales and marketing.
Mm,
And there is, as a person, as a business owner, we work really hard to how to show up to the to public.
mm-hmm.
And it is, we talk, uh, already with many people, and community, and another people too. But again, in 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 myself, I can tell it's like the value of who you are as a business owner. What are you give to others?
Mm, mm.
And for example, oh yeah, you have the knowledge that you are a business owner, you have this, but what is the value that you give to clients? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I think what you're saying is the challenge is showing the value to your clients. We
yeah,
have to show the value, right?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so that they understand the
Hmm.
value, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And sometimes, I try, hard already to show them that this is the value, but when it comes into the customers or people, it's not that as simple. After you talk with one people, they're gonna interested in this business, or they're gonna
Mm,
interested with what you're doing. We have to talk with many people, or for example, for example, as a best speaker, how am I going to know if you're a best speaker if you're not showing up? What is the value? So we have to really, show really up out there,
mm,
to the world, not
yeah,
just only with one people. I don't know if that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to yeah, you have to do the work on yourself to recognize your own value so that when you show up, people recognize you as the boss, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. They recognize you as the expert. You just give off that air, that confidence, that aura, that energy,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. This is a real challenge that I've had, at the beginning of my business, my entrepreneur journey.
Hmm.
I didn't have that confidence to actually show up to the world, because I thought, well, I was an employee. In my mindset, I was thinking I'm still employee. So I
Right.
treat my employee, I am an employee, and I treat my employee as my friend.
Yeah.
So I think this is the biggest mistake also in my entrepreneur journey,
Yeah.
especially as a business owner. I had the restaurant at the time, and I treat my employee as my friend. We
Right.
can treat our employee as a friend, but we have to have the value that we are, and I am a business owner. I am the owner of this business, of this restaurant.
Hmm.
So they not taking advantage of becoming friend with your boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Are you talking about boundaries?
Exactly. This the boundary and the value here, I know
Yeah.
the value, and then if you don't have the boundary, people are gonna cross that boundary, and then it's gonna drain yourself.
Yeah.
Myself especially at the time, right?
Yeah.
I was like, why is he doesn't know what I'm talking about? Like questioning this kind of thing, which is, and again, where is the boundaries in here?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's true. So you have mentioned that you're interested in this in the Author Unleashed program that I have.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about why you want to write a book?
Right. This is that something that I've been thinking about after I launched my anthology book, right?
Mm,
Because book is actually a legacy.
mm.
And my mentor said that don't die before you publish one book,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like, hmm. And I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, it's not about other people value, but here's what I'm saying is this is the legacy that I'm going to leave behind when I'm going to die, something like that, right? So
Right.
oh yeah, this person has an experience that this person will write down into the book.
Yeah.
And what made me interested in the Unleash is one, beside of I have the uh, the value from writing the book with you in the Unleash is
Mm,
because the best-selling author, especially on Amazon, which the biggest online shop, in the world,
yeah.
so we're not just showing to the community and the circle into my circle, but
Mm,
this is the world that actually we talk about.
yeah.
So I mean, by publish or by working or writing the book in Unleash, it not just uni, you're just talking like this for yourself. But this is not. This is the truth that Amazon is also one of the way if you want to get noticed or if you want
Right.
to show to the world
Yeah.
that you are unique, you have the ability,
Mm,
you are the person who have the value as a life coach, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, that you can leave the legacy from here, that people know you as who you are.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It positions you. I think what you're saying is it positions you as like the expert of your story, the expert of your brand. It positions you with credibility, and it's a global outreach, right?
I yes, absolutely that. I can see also the credibility that I see in here, because credibility is so important, especially when
Mm,
you are entrepreneur. I can
yes.
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by having this book, it's not only helps you help myself,
Mm,
to get the credibility, but this is
mm,
also helping me, to move forward,
mm.
to go higher, I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It gives you something solid that you can use in your marketing and promotions as well, right?
absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Rock that status, right? Rock the best-selling status.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's, we sometime, we have to get out from our comfort zone, like what we talked about earlier, sometimes
Hmm.
what does that mean, to have this book? I don't know. I'm not interested, or maybe today you're not interested, or
Hmm.
anything else, whatever reason, but I think, I can tell that just write the book for yourself. So
Yeah.
because from that it show how authentic you are,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
because of that the result is there is a lot of things that you can take from that. There's many benefits from, let's say, writing the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about authenticity. I mean, if you have a brand that is not authentic, people will see through you pretty quickly, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So using your life story is pretty much as authentic as it gets, right? To
Yeah.
represent your brand, because you're talking about your beliefs and your values, what you stand for, right? This is your life story, but it's also your brand.
Indeed. I mean, exactly that. And what I mean, authenticity also here is, people learn from each other.
Right.
This is what I'm doing on my podcast, my YouTube podcast channel. So
Mm,
I bring the topic to the side of, learning about personal development, personal growth, and self improvement. Also, how as a coach we show up as authentic as it is to
yeah.
help others, so others can learn from us too. So this is what
Right.
I actually putting out, on my podcast, because I
Yeah.
want people to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Because I can tell now, in this generation, in this era especially, um, it's so hard. People are, studying or going to just school, or it's not a trend anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about trend, but it's like I'm lazy to do that. They're more interested in, like, learning from others
Hmm. Hmm.
and watching YouTube, or scrolling the social media, and then
Yes.
comparing and things like that.
Yes.
So yeah, I think, and I personally, this is one thing that I can share to the world by
Hmm.
inviting people to join on my podcast
Hmm.
and to learn to share what they know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we can learn from others, because it's easy for us to learn from others rather than we have to, oh my god, I have to go to school for this year. And
Yeah.
learning with others is easier, and short time,
Yeah.
um, learning.
Learning from the experience and the
Yeah,
pain that other people have been through and the solutions and the processes and the progress that they've made, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And it is more interested rather than going to school for years, but we don't know how to, and I also remember, about the book that you and we would talk about, back about Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
Yeah.
At school people are not taught to how to make money. I know that in the personal development or anything, that sometimes we talk about money is not important for us, but how are you going to pay the bills if you don't have
Yeah.
the money,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And this is something that we can be grateful for in our life. Okay, you can
Mm.
be grateful that anything that, oh yeah, I'm grateful for whatever I have now and I'm enough. I don't want to go, things like that. This is not what our mind taught us. You know, when, especially in the religion, or in my religion, taught us to, you can be grateful, but you can ask for more, because our God is rich. You
Right.
know, so go higher and beyond for who you are, and ask for more, and don't forget to be grateful for what you have.
Mm.
So learn from others, and it is like, hard to go to school. I don't know, school is not teaching me how to make money. Yeah, yeah, indeed. So how you
Mm.
can do now is do it both, I can tell. Learn
Yeah.
from others, and it doesn't mean that you have to stop your school too.
Right. Take
Yeah,
responsibility for your own learning, right?
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm. So I remember you were talking a little bit earlier in this conversation. You were talking about who you are becoming, and I mentioned your higher self, like who you are becoming. So I'm curious, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, or even 10 years' time? Like, what does your higher self look like?
Ooh, nice catch up. um, for me, in 5 years later, I am the person who is independent, who's independent for myself, and I'm confident about what I'm doing.
Hmm.
In 5 years later, I'm gonna be, the best selling author, the best speaker.
Hmm.
And the reason behind it is, it's not because I want to get known for people, but I want to inspire people
Hmm.
through what I'm doing, through my business that I'm having now,
Right.
and through speech that I share to people. Hey, um, please, think about you, who you are, and dream big.
Hmm. I'm hearing that that your higher self is a role model and your
Yeah.
higher self is a mentor
Mm-hmm.
and a pillar of the community.
Absolutely, yes, something like that.
Aren't you those things already?
Yeah, I am.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I am now. Well,
Yes.
thank you for the reminder. So this is the thing. This is the thing. People are don't acknowledge who they are right now.
Hmm.
Um, it's like there's still the insecurity, which is no. Every
Hmm.
person has the uniqueness on their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
And thank you for that reminder, for the reminder that I am already there.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
It's just how am I going to bring it to the world, and how I'm going to show it to the world that I am this person. I am actually now.
Exactly.
And the key from that is how much enough and worthy you are for yourself, not for others.
Right.
There's no need any other comparison, no need any other um, justification from others or approval from others that you have to be the person who want you to be. It's not like that. You have to be the person who yourself want to be. This is like higher self.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are scared to think about your higher self now or later on. It's actually to become your higher self in 5 years later. It starts from how higher you are today.
Hmm. Yeah.
And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Interesting
Okay.
one.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give to other people who are, let's see, maybe a year or two into their coaching and speaking journey? What advice would you give them?
Oof. Um, I think it comes from my experience. Yeah. For all of you guys who's in the journey, 1 year coaching journey as an entrepreneur or coaching. So my advice is, don't be scared to show up to the world and take the opportunity in front of you, because otherwise you're not going to get it later on, and then you're still stuck in that position.
Right.
You know, take
Yeah.
this opportunity and don't be scared to show up to the world,
Right. Yeah. That
because
takes, yeah.
yeah, it
Because,
takes courage.
yeah.
Because, you know, if we think about what am I going to do for tomorrow, you're going to be think about it again tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and become procrastination.
Mm.
What I'm saying here is, here's what I learned from my coaching journey is, I didn't take the action right away.
Mm.
Like, for example, I've been thinking about putting or having a channel, YouTube podcast channel on on the YouTube.
Mm.
I've had this thought since 3 years ago,
Yeah.
but I didn't do it because I was so scared to take that action.
Right.
And then I did it 2 months ago, and you
Yeah.
know what? And it's like, why I didn't do it 3 years ago? If I did it in 3 years ago, I might gonna be already have a lot of guest speaker that can spread the world
Right.
already. How many that I've had?
Yeah.
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 So here's the thing: take the opportunity right in front of you and take the action. Don't be scared.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And for anybody who is interested in Coach Yunie's podcast on YouTube, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on LinkedIn, because I think I always active on my social media. This is one of the technique that I'm showing up, beside of working on the, my courage to start writing the Unleash. Wow.
Yeah,
And LinkedIn, my YouTube channel. If you can put the LinkedIn in there,
I
the
will put the
link.
link.
Yes.
Yes, I will.
My YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Facebook there too. So
Yes,
please just reach out to me there.
I sure will. I'll put all the links to your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn into
Thank you
the
so much.
description of this interview.
Thank you
Well,
so much.
thank you, Coach Yunie. It's been wonderful getting to know you better. And thank you for sharing your wisdom and experience and advice. It's
My
been
pleasure.
wonderful.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for having me.